guy that thought I could fix this, and I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbor. I'm going to haul him up by a chain. I will eat your ass. I'll do it. You think I like sizing up my neighbor? Guns gonna chop his ass up. My children are going hungry. I will eat your ass. Eat your ass. I'm literally looking at my neighbors now and going, I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. Eat your ass. My superpower is being honest, and I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. Eat your ass. That's why I want the globalists to know. I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. Eat your ass. I've extrapolated this out, and I will eat your ass.
And strike and strike and strike until you have victory. For every enemy that is aligned against you, let it be that we would strike the ground, for you will give us victory. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says it is done. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. Angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched right now. They're coming here. They're coming here from Africa, from South America. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says it is done. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. Angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched right now. They're coming here. They're coming here from Africa, from South America. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says it is done. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. Angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched right now.
Give him a little kiss on the cheek.
I think I was about to put some after.
Okay, hold on, wait. I'm not okay with that.
Ew, you licked it. Who licked somebody's face?
That's me.
She just licked his face.
That's okay.
You're getting
It's
cut.
him. I mean, let's be real.
There's a man named Destiny, streaming games so endlessly. Drunk derangement all the way, every hour, every day. Wife's out with other men, he's in chat again and again. Online life is such a mess, but he says it's for the best. He's a cook and he loves it. In the game though he don't fit. Massive loser in the screen, but his life ain't what it seems. Typing fury in the chat, comment wars like a diplomat. Keyboard warrior all night long, but his wife's got her own song. Oh Destiny, can't you see? Online life's your enemy, but you love it, can't deny. Living life streaming a lie. He's a cook and he loves it. In the game though he don't fit. Massive loser in the screen, but his life ain't what it seems.
I'm in a poly relationship. The reason why I'm in a poly relationship is because I don't give a fuck if my girlfriend goes and fucks another guy, because I know she's coming back to me at the end of the night. Because we love each other. Because I'm a cool fucking person. I know that.
Boogie's long list of battles include racist comments on Twitch, nudity violations on Twitch, using mental health as an excuse to be a dick, admitting to tax fraud on a live stream, domestic abuse allegations, constant e-begging, involved in a crypto scam, and generally just being the biggest lolcow the internet has ever seen. Boogie's long...
Everybody, we got to talk about the Boogie thing, because oh my God, there's other stuff going on. Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of other stuff going on, but man, laughing at the lolcows, it's Friday. I need something entertaining to laugh about today. There's actually more news coming out about Boogie. Some stories that are a little bit concerning about someone named Desi, who fuck if I even care the names of these individuals at this point. But yeah, it's apparently he may have slipped her a roofie or got her insanely drunk and sort of took advantage. Fuck. I mean, that's the allegation right now. And the problem is, I haven't seen anything that says yes or no to that. The thing is, you could probably say just about anything about Boogie right now, and if he denied it, nobody would believe him, right? And that's because, he just got caught faking cancer for like 2 years in order to milk people for sympathy. I mean, I don't know if there's really anything you could really say beyond that. It's bad. It's really bad. I've got some clips from the stream that they had done, including the big one, obviously, and we will be playing those. But yeah, it's it's not surprising. Like, it's definitely not surprising, but at the exact same time, it's also insanely freaking nuts, right? It's insanely freaking nuts. There's other stuff coming out about that one person in the Mr. Beast crew, the Chris person that thinks that they're a woman. Apparently they made a bunch of comments about kids and other type of material, and requested certain types of artwork, which we will be talking about. The political stuff has not dropped down either, because the whole thing with the Secret Service just turned into a massive shit show. They're throwing the local police under the bus. The local police is saying absolutely not. They never told us to do any of this. This is a lie. I don't know why they're lying about us. Other reports coming out from Senate saying, actually, we weren't even staffed with Secret Service. It was a bunch of new recruits and people from other departments that weren't trained at all. So red flags everywhere. And then Biden is dropping out of the race, allegedly. And it's crazy because you have all these reports coming out. We have more like public calls for him to step down. There's reports that he's going to drop out of the race but won't resign the White House, which is nuts, because if you're not fit to serve for the next 4 years right now, then you're not fit to serve out the rest of your administration. And the Biden people are freaking the fuck out about it. It's beautiful to watch everything just get destroyed here. And then, of course, there's the massive cyber attack, which is shutting down hospitals and police services all across the country. So it's fuck, man. This news cycle is crazy. Crow, the thing that pisses me off is Boogie would have kept lying that he had it. Well, yeah, of course, right? Like, of course. Have yet to see enough proof that Boogie faked cancer? Yes, he has yet to prove it. So you can only fence thread. No. I'm pretty sure that when you tell people that you have a diagnosis and then you tell them 2 years after you told everybody that you had cancer that they're going to start running biopsies, that means that they never diagnosed cancer. And as much as Destiny is a total cuck and insane, he wasn't wrong about that point when he confronted Boogie. He was not wrong about that point when he confronted Boogie. And if you've dealt with people in your family who've had cancer, or you're familiar with that side of things, then you're more familiar with what those processes typically are. But they're not going to run a biopsy on you 2 years after you have a diagnosis. And I mean, there's really no way around that. And when Boogie is refusing to show his medical screening, and then I think later, Boogie was like on a call with Keemstar, not a public call. It was something that I think Keem tweeted out, that Boogie said he hoped he had cancer from his diagnosis, but he had never actually been diagnosed with cancer. So he was lying for 2 years. I have no clue if he has it or not, or there's really concerns with it. But I mean, objectively, he made the whole fucking thing up. There's really no way around that. Let's see. I want to show this because I think this is, I believe that this tweet is around the time he was using the cancer as a way of getting at people. So let me share the screen here. So, okay, yeah, this is the, for those worrying about my blood pressure last night, you're right to the blank. 200/180 is scary bad. This is a product of I don't care. And one of the dangers of the disease, it often leads to stroke or heart attack. I'm seeing my doctor, taking my meds, and doing what he says. Don't stress it too much, right? And funny, Boogie2988 was tweeting about his condition, and he forgot the Vera part. The cancer, and don't forget the video when people called him out originally. He uploaded it to whatever. So this was him talking back in March, and he never brings up the cancer. He talks about some other stuff, but it does seem to be kind of consistent as far as the Boogie stuff goes, where the cancer only typically gets brought up in one circumstance, which is him begging for sympathy. But when he's talking about how his bad health and everything, there are other tweets where he doesn't mention the cancer. So it's like, this is the problem with lying. You kind of forget what you're lying about. And then when you just want to tell people what you're dealing with, they're going to kind of wonder why you didn't mention the cancer. Another health update. Since recently we got my polycythemia under control, we reintroduced injected testosterone. So nothing to do with cancer. Nothing to do with cancer. February 13th, February 22nd. So it seems to be a little consistent there.
Hey, sorry about my voice. I'm getting over the flu, but I wanted to say thank you to the people that have reached out in the last 24 hours. Content creators, YouTubers, fans, friends, even people that don't even like me have had nice things to say, and I'm really grateful. Thank you. I have a favor to ask of those people, though, and I'm sorry to have to ask anything. But I see the rumor mills creeping back up again. The same rumor mill that's accused me of God knows what else. And this time they've decided that I am faking my cancer diagnosis. And whereas I know that those people know better, I know that nobody's that fucking stupid, it's still going to spread like wildfire. So number one, if you're that kind of person, fucking stop. I get it's fun to LARP about me. I get it's fun to pretend that I'm a piece of shit. And I get that I made my mistakes in the past. But cancer's not something to pretend about. Cancer's not something to joke about. Cancer's not something pretending that I'm lying about.
He's such a scumbag for that.
Fucked up thing to do.
Oh my God. What a piece of shit.
Secondly, if you see a YouTuber saying that I'm faking this shit, link it to me. I normally free speech advocacy, the whole 9 yards, but it's time I finally put my fucking foot down if I have to. So I will here. Okay? And thirdly, if you see this shit in comment sections, if you see videos about it, shout these motherfuckers down. Let them know. Let them know reality. I get that it's fun to pretend. I get that it's fun to dunk on me and try to ruin my life. I get it.
Okay, guys, again, he was completely faking it. It's just, who would do this? It's not something you joke about. This is disgusting that anyone, because, man, it was so manipulative. It really was. It's super manipulative. And the entire time he was lying. God, fuck. It's sad, right? Because people feel sorry for Boogie, right? Like, people legitimately they feel sorry for Boogie. I'm talking about before this stuff, right? And I don't know if the faking the cancer thing is the reason why he got on the locale live. I really don't, right? I know it got people to stop attacking him, I guess, right? But like, dude, like, you lied about having cancer. Like, there are some heinous things you can do, right? And when I mean heinous, I mean like heinous, but you're not committing harm to anybody else, right? And faking cancer is like right at the fucking top of that list. There'd be like faking cancer, faking veteran status, right? Like shit like that. Those are like really heinous things that people do to garner sympathy or to falsely attribute themselves as some sort of expert at something. But faking cancer, man, so high on the list. But we have something that's a little bit higher. We have something that's a little bit higher. And that would be what Boogie tried to do after there was no denying that he had faked it.
He's like, you know that episode of South Park where like fucking Cartman's like, I've got golden ticket. He's like, I've got this cancer, bro. Now I can fucking make tons of views and I can fucking
like imagine like after Googling knife. Do not do anything with that knife. No. No,
he wants me to. He told me to, right?
No.
Oh, this is so much better than eating a sandwich
right now.
So much better than eating a sandwich, Destiny.
Put that away right now.
Fucking piece of shit.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, listen, man. It would be very embarrassing that the guy that's destroying what little tiny reputation you have is the biggest cuck on the fucking internet, right? And oh my gosh, I haven't even shown you guys we have a little small thing about Destiny. I got to show you. It's disgusting, but apparently DMs have been leaked to prove it. So we will bring it up later. But yeah, he just jealous of all attention those cancer patients got. Dude, Steve, here's the thing, man. I actually believe that. Like, I know you said that to be a joke, but no, I think it's true. I think he's very jealous of that. I think he is. Oh, God. Now, Destiny is fine. Okay, just to be clear, Destiny is fine. Destiny is fine. Fuck. No, Destiny, I think, is going through some mental health issues of himself. I mean, Boogie is fine. Boogie is still alive. I people are going to say it's wrong to accuse someone of faking that type of thing. But, like, come on. He's doing this because he got caught faking cancer. So my mind can only go in the direction that he's faking this too. where like how else can I look at it, right? How else can I look at it? I can't figure this out. I cannot figure this out other than to say it's very highly likely that Buggy was faking that for further sympathy or faking it to get them off of his ass, right? It's one or the other. I'm not entirely sure. But then there's this other story I saw getting tweeted out. And I'm like, okay, let me play the video. I haven't watched the sections where they're talking about it. But I do want to know what this story is about, right? I'm sorry, but I kind of agree with saying Boogie fake cancer. It has yet to be... It's been proven. Like, okay, how's this? In every single circumstance Boogie had to actually prove it, he adamantly refused to do so. And his own story is completely inconsistent with somebody who has cancer. And multiple times he tweets out, he never mentions the cancer while bringing up all of the other medical issues he's dealing with. So I am 100% comfortable with saying that. And again, allegedly, this is according to Keemstar, Boogie told him that he's really hoping that he actually is diagnosed with cancer. So in order to prove everybody on the internet wrong, man, I understand you're not okay with saying that, T-Bird, but like, I don't know what, I literally do not know what else you could get other than Boogie coming out and saying, yes, I fake cancer. No, T-Bird, here's the problem. there's not a single piece of evidence that supports Boogie having cancer, and his own story is completely inconsistent with it. He claims he's getting a biopsy done 2 years after telling everyone he was diagnosed. That is just not how that shit happens. Okay. I can say as someone with family members who have had it, that's not true at all. That's not true at all. And at all, at fucking all. Okay. He's lying about that part. Okay. He is lying about that part. And yeah, I think that the reason why he likes falling back on the cancer thing is because he's also that whole $10,000 that he scammed his community out of, right? And refused to give back because, oh, I have cancer treatments. What cancer treatments? Like, people ask that. What are the actual cancer treatments he's getting? He goes, oh, we're doing blood tests. That's not a treatment for cancer. Okay. If they're running blood tests on you, they're trying to confirm or deny whether or not you have something. They're not repeatedly running blood tests on you to treat your cancer. Okay. And the other things he explained, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm just saying, I understand, but the only way T-Bird, I'm trying to figure it out. Short of Boogie coming out and confessing that he faked it, what else do you need to convince you? I short of that, short of the Boogie coming out and confessing, because you're never going to see his medical records without his consent. So that's the same thing. What do you need to convince you that he's been lying? That is something I genuinely want to know. And I'm not saying that you're wrong, because I be skeptical and I get it, but there's nothing that aligns with him actually having it. Dude said his doctor diagnosed him, then 2 streams later, my sleep doctor diagnosed me with I personally don't like the fact that he hasn't shown any proof whatsoever. It would make more sense to immediately show proof to shut the people who are saying he's faking, but he hasn't done that. Well, and he claimed that it was on his portal. Okay, T-Bird. You cannot get that unless Boogie releases his medical records, which would tell you if he has cancer or not. So again, short of Boogie admitting to lying, what do you need? I'm because you can't say you want a medical professional, because Boogie won't give anyone access to his medical records. So that's impossible. That is absolutely impossible. That would be the same as Boogie admitting that he is lying. I need to be convinced he's telling the truth at this point. Again, I think he has symptoms that could also work with cancer, but I don't think that it's cancer, right? I think a lot of his health issues are related to his fucking weight, honestly. Then you can only trust Boogie because no one else can't possibly know. Well, Boogie is a known liar. Why would you believe him without proof? Well, T-Bird, Boogie is a known liar. This is not the first time Boogie's been outed for lying about something. Now, cancer's a lot bigger than any other shit Boogie's lied about, but Boogie's lied about a ton, including in his story, because I watched the entire thing on the Locale Live the first time. His own story, he lied about, like, I think 2 or 3 significant lies the first time this got brought up on Locale Live. And people called him on it, and Boogie got mad. He didn't explain it. Or at least he tried to, but his explanation just was to deny that he was lying. So he got caught lying when this stuff was coming out on the Locale Live. So he's an admitted liar. 2, he's lied about other things that he's not admitting to. Although everyone can tell that he was lying. His story doesn't actually add up, because you don't get a biopsy 2 years later. You don't get a biopsy 2 years later for a cancer diagnosis, right? So his story doesn't make any sense. He got caught lying multiple times, and I see the comment about Keem, but fuck Keem. and fuck Destiny. It's Boogie's story, dude. If your response is, well, the other people there are liars also, okay. Disregard what the other people said. Boogie's story doesn't add up, and he was also caught lying multiple times during that stream. If you don't like the other people that he's streaming with, well, fuck them all. Fuck all of them. I'm being dead serious. Like, literally, fuck all of them. They're awful people. But that is not an excuse to say, well, that means that Boogie has some credibility. No. That means that he regularly streams with liars. So that makes it worse. That makes it actually worse. Man, again, short of him actually confessing, which would be releasing his medical records, there's nothing that would convince you. T-Bird, I love you, man, but you're 100% in the wrong here. You are 100% in the wrong here. It doesn't matter if nobody else on that stream has credibility. It's about what Boogie is saying and what they are saying. Now, if you want to say that Keemstar is a known liar, so he's probably lying about that whole phone call he had with Boogie, well, that's fine. That's why I kind of said, it is what it is, whether or not you choose to believe that. But no. Other people not having credibility doesn't suddenly mean Boogie has it. Also, that's the other thing, T-Bird. Boogie was offered at the time on Locale Live, I think $5,000, and I believe it got up to $10,000 or $15,000 initially from what I was watching. I'd have to go back and go through it again. But remember, he told people that he had to keep the money that was scammed out of his audience, the $10,000 that was scammed out of his audience. He had to keep that because he needed it for his cancer treatment, right? Because the cancer treatment's really expensive. I know he was offered 15 grand to come out. DLC says he was offered 80. I don't know if it was that high, but if Boogie's really desperate for the money and he has proof, that only means one thing. He's either lying or he's not desperate for the money, meaning he was lying about that. So regardless, dude, like, come on. Fucking Christ. If Keem was lying, I'm pretty sure Boogie would say something about it. Well, yeah. At the end, it was up to 80K. Holy fuck. Dude, T-Bird. He was just telling people that he had to scam his audience, right? And he feels so bad for them, but Boogie needs that 10K for his cancer treatment. He has to have it for his cancer treatment. They offered him $80,000 to show proof, and he refused. Okay? They offered him $80,000 to show that he has cancer, and he said no. Boogie is very money greedy. Like, no, T-Bird. You are wrong, man. Like come on. That either means he was lying about the fact that he needed money for a cancer treatment, right? Which means he doesn't have cancer, or he was lying about the cancer, which is the exact same thing as lying about needing the money for the cancer treatment. I'm still pissed that he scammed his audience. Also, fuck him, but like, come on. Oh, man. I'll move on for a minute. What'd you say here? I'm certain there are 99% that he's lying, but I don't have proof either way. The ball's in Boogie's court. If you want to make fun of him for that, that's fine. Well, he's at least lying that he needs money for cancer treatment. If he was scamming his audience for $10,000, but when he was offered $80,000 to prove it, he said no. So that does mean that when he stole $10,000, right, scammed it out of his fans and refused to compensate them after they got fucked, Boogie like 100% lied about that. You can't have both be true, right? Like, you literally can't have both be true. Either he desperately needs money for his cancer treatment or he doesn't. Like, literally, which one is it? If he desperately needs the money, then he's retarded, like retarded and suicidally retarded for turning down $80,000, or he's lying about it all. Okay, so I've been stalling on this one. There is a big possibility that Boogie2988 R-worded Desi while she was blackout drunk or so drunk that she couldn't clearly consent at Keemstar's house. I want to play these. I think this is Wings, right?
No.
Yeah, here we go.
No, Boogie's fine. I think I heard Boogie and Desi having sex last night. That was a little traumatic. No, Boogie's fine. I think I heard Boogie and Desi having sex last night. That was a little traumatic.
Okay.
Oh, Boogie's fine.
I think
this one.
I think you did too. Like when I first met you today, Tommy, he's like, I wish I could have paid $250 not to go on this trip. I would have done it.
Yeah.
Well, no, don't worry about it because the trip paid for itself. The show pays for the trip.
No, let me be genuine.
What do you guys a dime? The show paid for the trip.
Let me be genuine. I had a great fucking time on the trip, actually. So
No,
I
was it
was
worth
the
it?
one guy that fucking enjoyed it.
No,
Of course, I was
didn't have a great
banging.
time.
Of course, I was banging Desi in the fucking basement of that place. You know, so
Fantabulous.
I had COVID-19. I think you did.
Okay, so basically, it's that they 100. Why is it not letting me zoom out? Hold on. Let me go to the next video.
You know, Mudahar wouldn't even acknowledge she fucking existed at that party. She wanted to fucking meet him.
Yeah, because she was, you know how blackout drunk she was. And by the way, you were the one guy who wanted her to take more fucking shots.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay. So basically, Boogie was bragging about sleeping with Desi. Wings confirmed that he heard Boogie having sex with her. And Mudahar is saying, when Boogie tries to wave it in his, I guess, that she was blackout drunk, so nobody was going after her. And Boogie tries shouting over him. Okay, I understand, like, fuck. Well, if Mudahar is lying, I mean, again, if Mudahar is lying about her being blackout drunk when Boogie was going in on her, then Oof.
I was the one guy there. I'm like, maybe it's good that she doesn't get more drunk.
Yeah, that was a joke.
She was fucking black out. That was a joke. The only person, by the way.
That was actually a treatment for polycythemia vera, which he diagnosed her with at the party too. So that's why she had to drink more. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
I wouldn't acknowledge her. She was blackout fucking drunk, bro.
That's true.
Why would you bring that up?
She remembers you not acknowledging your fucking existence.
But
she remembers it. She remembers it. You know, Mudahar.
Okay. It seems like Keem is agreeing with Muda, but Keem lies about shit. I get it. And he's used he's actually used false stories against people, so I personally wouldn't take Keemstar at his word on anything of that nature because he will use it for content on his channel. Like he's okay. There was a story a while back of a person that was being accused by two girls. Those two girls went on Drama Alert, and while they're describing this horrific story, they start laughing. And then later on, they admit that they had made the whole thing up because they wanted to get on Drama Alert. And the guy that they were accusing was someone that Keemstar had beef with. So if it's someone that Keemstar has beef with and it's one of those accusations, be careful. Be very fucking careful. Because Keem will run with the story and then later on go, oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't me, though. Somebody else said the story. I just blasted it out on my channel to everyone like it was true. Right? He's got no control of the content on his channel. So my thing is, I don't think Mudahar is a liar. Mudahar, the guy behind Some Ordinary Gamers, I don't think he's a liar. And if he's saying that she was blackout drunk when Boogie was going at her, that's bad. Well, also, it's not just bad for Boogie. I would say it's bad for everyone who knew she was blackout drunk when Boogie was trying to get with her. Like, that's oh fuck. That's definitely worse than the faking the cancer thing. Well, yeah, no. He's 100% more trustworthy than Keemstar. Whether or not you choose to believe him on this, again, she's not saying anything. I will admit though, that's a fucking that's a bad look. That's 100% a bad look. I definitely believe Mudahar has credibility that Keemstar doesn't. Keemstar is backing up the story, but unless Mood is making the whole thing up, that's a problem for Boogie. If people start running with it, and eventually somebody is going to pick it up and run with it against him. Like if he starts to come back in any way, I think he's getting a little bit of how do you say it? He's definitely getting laughed at, but I don't think you see people going at him crazy right now because of the whole, threatening to seppuku. Even if he's faking it, even if you believe within your heart of hearts he's faking it, you're probably being a little bit hesitant. But I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying it's somewhat concerning. And again, the guy's kind of an admitted liar, so I don't know who to believe on this one. All right, so absolutely love the reaction from Keemstar when he realized that Boogie2988 revealed yet another lie. Yeah, I should. Here's the thing: this stream, the one where he grabs the knife, I didn't watch this one in full, so let's see what lie they're talking about.
He never told you that you had cancer, though.
That's fair. That's true. I had to Google that.
Okay, yes, which is what we thought.
Oh my
God! T-Bird. That was him talking about his doctor. T-Bird, that was him talking about the doctor. Hold on, let me go back.
He never told you that you had cancer, though.
That's fair. That's true. I had to Google that.
Okay, yes.
He got the cancer off of Google. T-Bird, he got the cancer diagnosis off of Google. Okay. What was the thing that drove him off the camera? Because I got the whole thing here. Let's look at that. He just said, if Muda knew, why didn't he do anything? No, I said it's a bad look for Mudahar. I don't think he realizes that. But just to be clear, I think there's a lot of guys that won't say anything. I'm not saying like everyone's going to be totally okay with it, but what I mean is she's blackout drunk. Mudahar's not interested in talking to her, so he's not paying attention to her. And then Boogie slips off with her to his room. That's not on Mudahar. That's just, I know she was blackout drunk, and then later on I found out that you slept with her. It's still a bad look for Mudahar for not like talking about it and only bringing it up to slap Boogie later. But I'm with you there. It's not really a Muda knew and watched her walk into the room with him. I don't think even Mudahar is saying that. So just be a little bit careful. Now I want to know what exactly drove Boogie off the stream to go grab the knife.
Guy who laughed at fucking Donald Trump's assassination attempt is telling people to cut their fucking arms. Go fuck yourself.
I'm just saying that it would be a lot cheaper than wasting your money on Diet Dr. Mountain Dew, whatever the fuck.
Slice your fucking arms open. Oh, you want to see that? Hold on. Okay, I'll do it.
Oh God. Actually, wait. Destiny's got to be careful. Like, and nobody likes Boogie, just to be clear, but Destiny telling somebody to go cut their arms open is he's walking such a thin line, honestly. I'm not saying he's being serious. I'm not even sure what the full context of that statement was, but he's got to be careful because a lot of people are coming at him right now and will probably start flagging his channel for innocuous shit, just hoping something sticks. We've seen it before. And I'm not just talking about people on the right that are mad about the assassination comments. I'm talking about the same people that have wanted him banned forever because they really think he's a white supremacist because of the George Floyd comments. He's gone full Hassan lately, yeah. Do you have the full Muda clip? You're going to have to... I've only got the clips I've seen on X. You're going to have to watch that entire stream. Because I honestly don't know where it gets brought up or where it gets said. You'll have to watch the whole thing. Boogie is sympathy hair incarnate. Jesus. So it was over the Donald Trump shit, really, Boogie? No. He's saying that the guy that's laughing about the Trump assassination attempt is the same guy telling him to cut his wrist on live stream or cut his arm on live stream. I think that's what Boogie is saying. So Boogie is pissed because he's saying Destiny told him to do it, which actually makes sense when he comes back later and says, see, he wants to see me do it. So
give me 30 seconds.
No, holy shit. The next era of Boogie self-harm.
God.
No, he's waiting for you to tell him to stop. That's what he's doing. He's waiting.
Well, I'm falling for it. He better not do nothing fucking stupid.
He's going to come back with the razor. He's going to hold it up and he's going to...
I can't...
like the... yeah, sorry.
I can't believe we discovered in this stream that he literally fucking Googled it. No one said the word cancer before he rushed and made that video.
Okay. All right. 100%. The doctor never said he had cancer. Boogie Googled his symptoms and saw a cancer diagnosis and ran with it. Oh man, that's like WebMD type shit. Oh god, so many people do stupid shit like that. Boogie claimed he was trying to off himself through diet. Destiny called him out. There were faster ways. Boogie went to, oh, okay, all right, perfect. Still, I'm not saying Destiny was being serious about it, but Destiny's got to be careful because people really want to see his channel get taken from him. So that's why I'm bringing that up. But at the same time, Boogie is such a fucking bitch. Why would you tell people I'm trying to seppuku through food consumption? Like, I'm a diabetic. I could probably run with that excuse. I eat like 5 pounds of ice cream, no insulin, so I'll just end it all or some shit, right? Like if you're diabetic, I get it. Boogie's got to be diabetic. He's got to be diabetic, right? Oh god. Yeah, Google. Not even WebMD. Shit. You ever like Google like innocuous symptoms for a cold and you get like told that you have the like fucking bird flu? Oh, man. Fuck. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I've seen some stupid shit. I have seen some stupid shit, but fuck, Boogie is like tippity top of the fucking list. Oh my god, that's bad. That's so bad. Okay, all right. All right. Okay. So basically, Boogie was already trying to sympathy bait. After sympathy baiting with cancer and that getting exposed, he was trying to sympathy bait with, I want to off myself by eating too much food. So Destiny goes, there's faster ways to do it. And Boogie used it as an excuse. Oh God. Boogie. What a sad life. It's unfortunate Boogie's ego weighs more than him. He literally invited Frank House to his house because he can't take a little shit talk. Oh, God. Everyone's kind of forgotten about that with everything else going on. Everyone's forgotten about that with all this other shit going on. Okay, so there's something else that I wanted to pull up. And it's from someone that I've talked about before on the channel years ago, and I will henceforth no longer call this man a horse fucker. It was a joke. It was a joke that went too far, I guess, because it really made someone very mad at me way back in the day. But listen, when someone's right, they're right. Let's talk about this. A ton of new tweets have come out exposing Chris Tyson's horrible degeneracy, including fawning over drawn CP of Kalu. I have no clue who Kalu is. Begging Shadman to draw a 10-year-old anime girl. Being disappointed Shad didn't draw Beast Boy, and even more teasing with Shad. Shadman is somebody that I'm trying to remember. Shadman does art like really kind of like adult themed art, or I'm it's YouTube, okay guys, you know what I'm talking about, except it features like drawn children, right? And one of the things that he had done was do one featuring like Keemstar's actual kid, right? So the fact that Chris was talking at all to Shadman is all it's like a really bad look. Okay, it's a really bad look that you're like having any type of communication or trying to get him to do any type of art for you, because Shadman is known for one type of art, like one type of art. It's the type of sick and disgusting shit that just nobody, right? Nobody would ever like want to engage with. Can you believe Sunny V2 missed the golden opportunity? How would Mr. Beast have responded to that? Well, apparently Connor uploaded a video talking about this, and I mean, it's him responding to I guess somebody else's video. So I guess I'll go to that video first. Sorry, Connor. Sorry, Connor, but this video has 500, like almost 500,000 views, and it's someone from a YouTube channel that only a couple of days ago had just 7,000 subscribers.
Before starting this video, I want everyone to understand.
Just to be clear, this story is blowing up, okay? And yeah, that is clearly censored CP art. I'll let you figure out what the child is holding in their hand.
Stand two things. First of all is drawings. Japanese manga that is explicit and involves cartoon characters. It's focused on characters and plots depicting underage girls. Now, I think it's clear enough for anyone to understand what it means if a real person draws or likes drawings. The second thing is, I will not make up anything or accuse anyone. I will only show some disgusting and unbelievable things Chris has done.
Oh, you know what? You know who should do a video on this? You know who should do a video on this topic? You know what YouTuber would be like just great at covering this story? Like far better than me, I will admit. Far better than me, because I just, you know, I'm a part-time YouTuber and a failed comedian. So I think that I'm going to say a prayer tonight that Mr. Sen does a video covering this topic, because he would be the Oh shit, this is bad though. This is really bad. Listen, so the reason why this stuff kind of matters, or at least why the Chris Tyson thing matters. Yeah, Chris Tyson came out as trans. It upset people. It upset like one of my friends like a ton, right? Because that friend is a father, and so hearing about a man who basically sort of abandons the family to go live out as a woman, and people go, not really abandoned. No, well, you know, you abandon your fatherly duties, I guess, is the way that some people feel about it, right? I know other people support it. I get it. I'm just saying that that's why some people really don't like him. But the fact of the matter is, Mr. Beast is a YouTube channel that does do videos for a younger audience, right? Like kids watch Mr. Beast. So the fact that one of his good friends, who, you know, they've all been defending because they were getting criticized for being trans, is now outed for the consumption of lolicon and going to a known lolicon artist who's actually done drawings of actual children, and trying to get them to do artwork for you is disgusting. And it is something that I think that I think that, you know, what should really happen is that Mr. Beast should cut all ties with this Chris person. And he, again, if he wants to make a statement that's got nothing to do with the trans stuff, like that's totally fine. But you cannot make content for kids well, one of your co-hosts is doing this type of shit pretty publicly. And when I say publicly, it would not be public. It would not be in a YouTube video if he wasn't doing it publicly. You know what I mean? Like, even if he was doing the stuff in DMs and it got outed, like some of these tweets are like actual tweets he was sending to Shadman. So that's a huge problem. I'll watch you for your streams. You're a great public speaker. You don't fall under pressure. I would love if you brought Crows of Judgment, but I get it. I wish I could, but no matter what I do, that channel will never be monetized because of some drama with another YouTuber that has infinitely higher subs than I do. True, people are using them to dig at Mr. Beast. Yeah, no, they did. They actually... one of the things they were using is to say, Mr. Beast makes content for children, and Chris being trans and coming out, that's inappropriate for kids, right? And that obviously upset the anyone that's an LGBTQ person or like allies with that movement. They're pissed off about that statement. They're pissed off about that statement, and they're pissed off that you would demand that Chris be removed for being trans over that type of idea. Let's take that out of the equation entirely, right? If you are consuming lolicon and publicly asking for it on social media, you should not be doing Mr. Beast videos, right? Like Mr. Beast should cut ties with you because that's such a toxic and bad look for his entire brand. So I'm saying like for Mr. Beast side of it, but just in general, you know, you should be protecting kids in your audience. And if he's tweeting this stuff out to the point other people found it, then you got a problem. Because what if one of the kids in your audience goes like, oh, wow, I really like that Chris person, follows him on social media and sees the shit that he's doing. I think that alone is a problem. Cartoon companies disagree. Well, you're not wrong. It's not a good thing, though. It's not a good thing, but you're not wrong. Here's the thing, though. You try to go after Cartoon Network. Everybody that works at Cartoon Network is nameless and faceless. Even going after Nickelodeon, that Dan Slott guy, he was doing that shit for years, and it took forever for anyone to do anything about it. And again, Nickelodeon as a company faced like no type of real penalty for it. I mean, look, everyone's pissed off with Dan Slott, but no one's going like Nickelodeon should be shut down. Mr. Beast is not a nameless, faceless company. Mr. Beast is an actual person people can look and point at and tag on social media nonstop. So, sorry, Dan Schneider. I'm thinking about comic books. I'm sorry. Dan Slott is the Spider-Man writer. Fuck me. Oh, fuck me. Dan Schneider, thank you for correcting me. I'm my bad entirely. I didn't even mean to bring it up, to be honest with you. So I should have been a little more careful. My fault. Dan Schneider, not Dan Slott. Thank you, T-Bird.
Along with proof. But
okay, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit, just so you get through the whole video.
Now you're probably thinking, what in the world does Chris have to do with all this? To say the least, you're wrong and right at the same time. However, there's a very sketchy personality involved in the story, also known as Shadman. Shadman was a normal guy until he decided to attend an art university in Switzerland to pursue his passion for art. However, shortly after, he was expelled when some of his artwork was discovered to be illegal, even considered a danger to society. But something more extreme was about to happen. He launched his own website, and that's when his talented artwork came to light. In 2011, he did a very disgusting and unexpected thing. He released art of his own mother. As expected, he didn't stop there. Someone will tweet on the...
What? Oh, fuck. I'm eating right now, by the way, which is why I like that we're playing a video, but I'm eating some udon right now, and I've had the mic muted so you didn't like hear the reaction to that mom comment, but it was I'm going to stop eating. This sounds like it's going to get nasty.
November 8th, 2016, asking Shadman to draw Keemstar's daughter, who was 7 years old at the time. doing inappropriate things with Donald Trump. Shadman will respond by saying that if Trump wins the election, he will deliver it. And as we know, Trump wins, and as promised, Shadman will post drawings of her in an unusual manner. As if this wasn't enough, he'll later release a drawing of her giving head to Donald Trump. However, Shadman's vision was much worse than imagined. On January 24th, 2017, he posted a picture of Daphne.
Wait. How do you get worse than drawing porn of your mother and then drawing porn of an actual child? Like, how do you get worse than that? How literally, somebody explain to me, how do you get worse than that? It's not possible. It's not possible to get worse than that, right? Like, there's no way. There's no way.
Keen, referring to her as a real-life. Shockingly, just a few days later, he began posting drawings depicting her being severely molested. What makes this even more disturbing is that she was only 12 years old at the time. Yet this wasn't the first time Shadman has done something like this. Lieutenant Corbis is also one of them. But aside from all that, a new question arises.
God, so what's
how are Ava and Shadman linked? Well, the answer...
It's not just Keemstar's kid. He was doing multiple. Shit. Fuck. I mean, I think the one with Keemstar's kid is the one I know the most about, only because that was like a big thing for people in the commentary space, because, you know, Keemstar is very big in the commentary space. I didn't know there were other kids he was doing that art of, but I guess it's not the most shocking thing to me, because what's the recidivism rate for pedos?
To this is another drawing by Shadman. It depicts a young girl wearing a "Please be patient, I have autism" cap, pointing a gun at her mouth. She has a fidget spinner as an earring and a spade tattoo on her thigh that says BBC, which we all know what it means. On November 18th, 2017, Ava responded to a tweet from Grande and Mr. Beast stating, "This is coming from a guy who owns a Shad-based drawing and has it as a centerpiece in his living room. Just some time."
Okay. Okay, listen. I guess this is like the first tweet, and it didn't get any attention. Like, man, holy fuck. Dude, that's just gross. So, like, his own mother, Hillary Clinton, and then a handful of actual children.
Time later, they also posted the exact same drawing laid on the floor with the caption, "Bonus fidget spinners to throw some extra autism." Initially, it seems Chris was being sarcastic because this tweet came after Shadman had drawn all those disgusting images. However, something messy was going on behind the scenes. In this Mr. Beast video, you'll notice a very familiar thing at the 9 minutes and 30-second timestamp.
No. Oh, okay. Hey. 100%. He has to kick Chris out. Mr. Beast has this featured in one of his videos that you have to kick Chris out. Like, I was saying that it's screwed up, okay? Because he has an audience, okay? There are kids who watch his content, right? And the idea of one of those kids like going in and finding this stuff on their own by following Chris on social media is going to be a concern if he's publicly tweeting this stuff, right? Mr. Beast has this in one of his videos, and people forgave it when he tweeted that out because they thought that he was mocking Shadman. But he wasn't. He literally has the poster up in his home. That's just, oh, fuck. That's disturbing.
From what I believe, keeping illegal art in the bedroom isn't normal at all. The shocking thing is that Mr. Beast and Chris were roommates during that time. Yet this is nothing in comparison to the next incidents. On April 16th...
Whoa. That's actually... Here's the thing. That kind of implicates Mr. Beast, right? That implicates Mr. Beast. And I don't think Mr. Beast is a pedo or anything like that, right? I really don't. I don't know anything about the guy, just to be honest. I'm just saying, I'm not going to go that far. It's Chris's art, and Chris had it up in their living space, where the fuck that was. But the problem is, it implicates Mr. Beast because Mr. Beast was living in a place that had Lolicon up on the wall, and Mr. Beast was okay with it. That you got to cut ties with Chris. You have to cut ties with Chris, because if you don't, then it only further implies that you are okay with him doing this stuff.
2018, Ava replied under a deleted Shadman post saying, "No Beast Boy trap, Shad? You've changed." Basically, Ava was asking Shadman to draw art of Beast Boy, as Beast Boy was shown at different ages in the show. We can't say anything for certain, but that doesn't mean the tweet wasn't strange.
Actually, you can, because they're called the Teen fucking Titans. They're teenagers. You actually can figure this out because they're called the Teen Titans. It was a kids show, and they're teens. The fuck? Fuck you mean you can't draw anything for that? No, you actually can. It's holy shit.
So we definitely can't say the same about the next tweet. On January 17th, 2018, a person tweeted saying, "Remember this growing up? Me too."
Teen goes up to 19. I'm going to tell you, shut the fuck up, T-Bird. Only because in Teen Titans, I believe that they are all implied to be young teens because it was a show for kids. But hey, that's fine. I remember watching Teen Titans growing up, okay? And he wants to tell me Beast Boy was 19. I think that you are like brain damaged if you want people to believe that, right? Like no. I get what you're saying though. I do. But no. As someone who's watched that show, no. And again, it was a kids show. It was a kids show.
Check it out at Shadbase, featuring a photo of the 4-year-old cartoon character Caillou with his mother. Obviously, we know Shadbase is a website with very disgusting content involving children and comic book characters, and the tweet clearly referenced that. But instead of opposing it, Chris joined in and replied, "Help, I need an adult." I don't think there's any need to explain how crazy this stuff is. But what's even crazier is Ava's next tweet. Maybelle and Dipper are 12-year-old siblings from a show called Gravity Falls. On July 14th, 2017, a user tweeted comments of these characters.
No. Ah, fuck. I know this cartoon too. Shit. Literally, guys, you don't see me right now because I don't do a camera, but I'm actually on the floor. I'm on the floor. I can't sit watching this. Let's hit play. I don't want to watch it.
Kissing. Ava replied, "They're twins, so at this point, it's just right?" I mean, it's almost unbelievable that Ava Chris Tyson was tweeting this. This just reflects their personality and feelings. The strange part is that they delete most of their tweets later on. Anyway, Tyson's tweets will only become more shocking and unusual from now on. On June 21st, 2018, a user posted...
Oh yeah, we've got 3 minutes left of the video, and it seems as it goes further, it keeps getting worse. Raven was 16, and Beast Boy was implied like to be a romantic interest of Raven. So I'm just saying, Beast Boy was not 19 in that show. And also, if Shadman was drawing it, Shadman was not going to draw Beast Boy as an adult. I'm just, fuck, Jesus, dude, that's really bad.
Some scenes of a 14-year-old character named Violet from the movie Incredibles. Ava replied saying, "Low-key, she's cute." The fact that Violet was 14 and Ava was a grown adult makes this even worse. The surprising part is that Ava wasn't just reacting to Shadman's work. They were friends or knew each other, to say the least. On April 16th, 2019, Ava will post a clip from their live stream where they accidentally visited Shadman's website. What's even weirder is that they gave him a shout out stating, "Shout out to Shadbase for having safe for work drawings today." I accidentally pulled up his website on stream.
Okay, all right. There's no oh, dude. And he's got Mr. Beast implicated because he had Shadman's lolicon hanging up in their shared living space. Oh God. Yeah, okay, so there's no saying that I was doing this stuff as jokes because you accidentally went to his live stream and you tagged him. Now, here's the more disturbing thing, right? Nobody was saying anything about this, and I get that. I get that the Shadman stuff, like, I get it became more public who he was later, because I want to say like 3 years ago, people were up in arm about something involving Shadman. That's, I want to say, when I first heard about it, right? But like, oh God. He went to a site like during one of his streams for lolicon. That's yeah.
However, if you still think this is a coincidence, the next incident will definitely change your mind. On January
Oh,
25th,
okay.
2019, Shadman posted a picture of a character called Raftalia from the Rising of the Shield Hero. There are two versions of her in the show. In one, she's 17, and in the other, she's 10. Shadman posted the 10-year-old version, stating, "What is this, and why do people keep sending me this?" Ava replied underneath saying, "Please, Shad, please." I believe everyone understands what this means, as Shadman is basically an illegal artist who draws this stuff. Obviously, this is messed up, but things didn't get better. On January 24th, 2020, a user named Ather replied to Ava with a photo of a. The story behind this image is that there are two versions of the image, one with the girl clothed and the other without, and the post was liked by Ava. These were just the incidents that had proofs or were recorded before they deleted everything. One of the tweets, which wasn't clear or was out of context, said, "Nothing gets my knob cranking like some." As we know, the meaning is inappropriate, but let's just let it go. Now, some people may argue that these tweets are years old.
John, holy shit, John. Dude, like I know you're just joining, but like I'll give you some time to get your mic together. But I'm actually shocked by this. And you know what? I gotta kind of like give criticism to people that have done content on this Chris guy. And I know that there were people on the right that were doing it, but that means that people did not do their research. People did not do their research when they were doing videos about Mr. Beast and this Chris guy. They absolutely didn't, because all of these tweets were public.
Yeah. Can you hear me? You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. Mike was all right. Sorry about that. Yeah. I kind of I know you're talking about, I guess you're talking about the Chris Tyson guy.
Yeah,
from Mr. Beast.
the trans person from Mr. Beast.
Yeah. So
well, I've got like 40 minutes or 40 seconds left of this. Do you just want to hear it?
Yeah, just go ahead and play it through.
I want to clarify again that I am not hating or accusing anyone. This is purely for educational purposes. It's important to understand that Ava was invited to the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, and everyone should be aware of this. The fact that Shadman wasn't just an artist, but drew literal kids is even worse. He was basically a predator. This situation has led to me thinking about one thing. What might have happened between Chris and Katie, as most of these tweets are from that period. We can't make assumptions, but who knows? This might be the reason. But yeah, we can only hope for the best and improvement.
So, Shadman, why does that name sound
really
familiar?
Bad. Shadman is the they call him an illegal artist. He's the one that draws CP.
Oh, that's right. I think you had mentioned him to me before. Yeah.
Because like 3 years ago,
he used to get commissioned.
He
used to get commissioned by people, right? Until he basically got canceled, I guess.
Well, I know that I heard about his name when people were bringing up him doing art of Keemstar's 7-year-old daughter. I don't know exactly if that's when this stuff blew up. I just feel like maybe it was 2 or 3 years ago. For some reason, people were talking about Shadman, and that's when I became more familiar with who the fuck he was.
Yeah. I remember hearing something about it, like vaguely. Like I don't know the whole lore on him, but I remember hearing something about him drawing controversial stuff. So that was the Keemstar guy. Okay, that's what I didn't. I remember hearing somebody about. Yeah.
Well, so the other thing is in that video, and I'll actually send you the link in the private chat so you can watch it yourself. This guy is a YouTuber that like just put this video together, right? It's got almost 500,000 views, and he's got a channel. I don't know what his sub count was before he posted the video, because it's been up for a few days, but only like a day or so ago, he only had 7,000 subs. He's up to 8 now. So it's blowing up. No, I mean, it's blowing up, which is good because people are paying attention to the story. But
yeah,
okay, so let me just give you a brief recap of everything. This guy, Chris, right? The trans person.
Yeah. Chris Tyson. Yeah.
They would, I would say regularly, they have a slew of tweets directly to Shadman, asking him to draw art for him of certain characters that are minors. Also, Shadman has art up on their site of actual children that they've drawn, including like Keemstar's daughter and everything. One of his live streams, Chris it says he accidentally went to Shadman's site, and then he posts the clip and tags Shadman in it. And then on top of that, there was a piece of art that Shadman had drawn that Chris had put up in his shared living space with Mr. Beast. And in one of their live streams on the Mr. Beast channel or videos on the Mr. Beast channel at their place, you can see that piece of art is taped up on the wall. Like, it's kind of like what he said at the end there. This guy has gone to like the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. And at the same time, they're an avid lolicon consumer. You can't have that.
Oh, my. Yeah.
You can't have that. So I'm just saying.
When you say like it, obviously, I would assume that means he's admitted to it. He's admitted to it and probably shared pictures.
He's asking Shadman to draw art for him specifically, and he's going to Shadman's site, and he pulled up Shadman's site on accident during a live stream, then tagged Shadman in the video of him doing it, and then also had a piece of artwork that Shadman had drawn printed up and taped up on their wall.
Was the artwork that
it was Lolicon? It was Lolicon. It was a little girl with a BBC tattoo.
Oh my!
I'm just saying, and
Yeah.
apparently, the reason why he had it on the wall was because in a video or a live stream on the Mr. Beast channel, not on Chris's channel, but on Mr. Beast's channel, you can see the artwork is up on the wall.
That's yeah, not good. None of that sounds good. That's
so Mr. T-Bird was saying Jimmy had to have known, and I'm like, well, yeah, obviously he had the lolicon up in their apartment or home. I don't know what they were living in 2017.
Office, whatever. Yeah, whatever it is that they had together.
They were sharing that
their
space,
quarters.
so,
Their quarters. Yeah.
And I'm just that is a massive problem. And the thing is, a lot of people already went after Chris trying to get Mr. Beast to drop them when Chris came out as trans, right?
Yeah.
But you can take that out of the equation, and I guess that there will still be the LGBTQ people that are going to defend. Sorry, I muted you just for a second because of the background noise. I get that there are people that are going to defend Chris just based on the fact that they are trans, even against these allegations. It's not the first time we've seen shit like that. But I don't understand how you can defend having him on Mr. Beast's channel if that's the type of stuff he's doing in private, and apparently did on his own live streams where he went to the site. Like, you can't have this guy going to events where kids are going to be around. You can't have him in videos that are going to be featured towards kids. And I might be mistaken, but I wonder if we go to Chris's channel now, if like this is content that's directed at kids. Hold on.
Yeah.
Chris Tyson, YouTube.
I would think at the very least, because Mr. Beast's audience is so large, right? And I guess he would be considered a, not necessarily a kids channel, but kind of a family friendly channel in the sense that he doesn't really do anything controversial or too adult. It's usually a lot of stuff like challenges and stuff, giving doing charity stuff, giving money away, things of that nature.
I'm not saying that he's a kids only channel or anything stupid like that, but 100% there are children that.
But he has that broad audience,
because otherwise they would not have Mr. Beast go to the Kids' Choice Awards.
Yeah. I know he has that kind of that content with more of a broad appeal.
Yeah, and this is the channel, right? Talking about being in Mr. Beast's video behind the scenes, Mr. Beast's $1 million YouTuber battle, hilarious reactions to animals, savage moments, my favorite song videos, celebrating my birthday, fun party vlog, and surprises. I'm not saying that this is exclusively for children. I'm just saying that kids watch this content, and they know about Chris
Yeah.
Tyson from Mr. Beast.
Yeah, you just reminded me of something that
Yeah.
I remember. I'm pretty sure that me and Aura I told you about a while ago, and I think we might have shared it with you. But let me see if I could find it, because I think it's topical to this what you're talking about right now. Let me see if I can track it down, and I'll be back.
Oh yeah. Check it.
All right.
Okay, so listen, that's my perspective on it, right? You can't separate the fact that Mr. Beast does do content that children engage with, and you also can't separate the fact that his friend, one of the people on that channel with him that does videos with him, as we can clearly see from Chris's own channel, is engaged in like hardcore lolicon. Like, I'm not talking, it's not just images of like anime children that people call lolicon, and there's this big like fucking anime stupid ass debate about it, right? Like actual drawn images of children engaged in sexual activity. That's why they call him an illegal artist, because in Sweden it's illegal what he was doing, right? And that's where he apparently went to school. So I don't personally know where Shadman lives or where he's from, but I'm going to guess European. And in Europe, that stuff is illegal. I don't think it's illegal here in the United States to do it, but it's fucking amoral. It's really fucking wrong. There's no way around it. There really isn't. Let me see here. I'm kind of curious because this video that he did had like a ton of views, right? I'm curious. Let's see. So this video was posted only 3 days ago. Sorry, actually, it just jumped up like another 10,000 views. That's that's crazy. She was only 14. Reversed Ava's tweet starting at 4:45. I was tagged and I came. It's true. Chris Tyson is a creep. I started investigating him a little over a year ago. Actually, let me run through these comments with you guys. I just want to show you Chris Tyson's YouTube channel, just to say that, exploring Chris Tyson's Animal Sanctuary. Dude, Jimmy of the Mr. Beast channel. Here's the thing. Jimmy's got like this really, 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 it's gray in the US. I don't think it's technically illegal in the US, but like it's something that you're just going to get like maligned for doing. I mean, I would hope people would malign you for doing it at the very least. Let's see here. Let me pull back up the video. We're not going to watch it again. We've already seen it. I just want to read through some of these comments. Okay, so let's see. I don't know who this guy is, but Chris Tyson talked inappropriately to a 13-year-old. Oh, there's another video talking about this stuff. Chris Tyson's interactions with PDF file artwork. Ooh. He did a video on it too. Okay, let's see. The Chris Tyson journey. Chris Tyson's interactions with the PDF file. Chris Tyson talked inappropriately to a 13-year-old. Oh, that's a problem. That's a big problem. This guy's got a whole video talking about it. He's got like screenshots up on his oh fuck. We might have to do like an entire live stream just dedicated to Chris Tyson, because it actually looks like it gets worse. It looks like it gets so much worse. Mr. T-Bird, tag me in and I can explain. Are you on Discord? I haven't logged into my Discord account for a while. Are you on Discord, T-Bird? Because I will drop you a link. Let's see. Pretty sure I deleted my Discord server because people pissed me off, or at least I did something to it that stopped. Or no, I guess it's still up. Shit, I'm a failure when it comes to all that shit. Let's see. I know I have you somewhere, don't I? How do I tag you into a live stream? God, I really got to clean up my Discord. I never use it. Oh, yeah, it's still there? Okay, hold on. Let me go in there and find your name. which should be easy. If you post anything on the Discord server, it will probably flag in one of these channels that tells me I need to look at it. Sorry, buddy. I'm trying to find you. I don't know where you are. T-Bird, maybe save it for next time because I'm not going to be online for too much longer, and I'll probably do a whole stream just going over this other guy's stuff too, because it's kind of a giant scandal, isn't it? Oh, I see you. Here, let me send you the message. Okay, I just sent it to you. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Okay. I'm going to read this comment in the meantime. I was tagged and I came in. Yes, it's true. Chris Tyson is a creep. I started investigating him a little over a year ago and tried to get people to cover this. Nobody covered this. So I had EDP 445 try to bring attention to this. After he made the We Must Protect Our Kids video, he started to become uncooperative and I had to find someone else. Eventually I tried Chris Chan. That fell too. Mike Klum's documentary put me in a position where I had to release the information. Despite the fact that I knew Chris Tyson would delete everything once he found out, Verdius helped me cover the information because I knew it would help spread information. I'm kind of curious, this guy here, because he's got a really small channel, who did he reach out to? Hey, T-Bird, how you doing?
Hey, so when it comes to laws, it's very specifically it does not state it has to be drawn. So the issue with that being is it states anything that is perceived to be.
Okay. So I would guess that if it's an image of like a fictional character, you could probably have some
technically
leeway,
can't, but they can and they can't. It depends on who wants to prosecute.
Okay. So I would say that there would be no gray area because of Shadman doing it of actual children.
The reason why I state it's a gray area is because the law is very ill-defined. It just states, hey, it exists.
Okay. So basically, we were just waiting for that one criminal case here in the United States to set legal precedent.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the law states, I'm trying to remember the exact wording. It just states that it has to be under the guideline of, hey, it fits it. I believe there was, at some points, people were charged with it, but those charges were dropped because they had actual things on there. So it was eventually dropped, and there's been no legal precedent to say, hey, this goes to there.
Okay. That makes sense. Thank you for clarifying that. I mean, it's a problem. It's a massive problem. I think I am going to end the stream here, though. I know John's looking for something, but I'm going to have it sent to me privately. And I don't know if we'll do a stream on Saturday, just because this is kind of something I'm interested in looking into. But 100%, we are going to be back here Monday. So maybe look out this weekend for another stream. I'm going to take out the...
If you drop by this weekend, I can hop on if you need any more clarification on this, because I did do research into this.
Oh, really?
For as bad as it sounds, because I was kind of curious to know, because I keep being told, like, when you go into it, oh, this is illegal, that's illegal. So I looked into it. It's not really, that's the problem is with laws is they haven't caught up to technology. So what can you do about it? The legislators don't do shit. No one else does shit. And you're kind of stuck in this, well, we have to rely on the old law.
No, what you're waiting for is a prosecution to cite the law and then use it in this way. Like
I said, there were some, but they dropped it always because they had actual evidence and they didn't want the other to weigh it down.
Yeah, okay. You mean like they had actual...
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. I do. But you would have to wait for somebody to prosecute somebody like Shadman doing this art in the United States. And I'm sure that there are people, well, just real quick, there are going to be people in the United States to do the same thing that Shadman does, and you would have to wait for a prosecutor to go after someone like that.
with the government, don't trust that because you don't know who's looking at it either.
No. Listen, I'm not saying. I get what you're saying. My point isn't trust the government. My point is, you would, in order for this to be clearly defined without further legislation done, you would need a prosecutor to find to be in a county. It doesn't need to be a federal prosecutor, but you need a prosecutor to exist in a county that has a person that is doing art like this and passing it out to people.
Yes.
As long as you have that and you have a prosecutor who's actually motivated to go after someone like that, then I think you set legal precedent for other people. Even though California precedent doesn't necessarily carry over to Texas, the fact that you would have one case where it was done, other people would then cite.
Well, see, here's the thing: is it's a federal law. So if it was, let's say, done in Texas, it does not matter where it stands.
Well,
it would hold up everywhere.
Yeah, but you can't go after the feds just can't necessarily come in unless you have proof that they're operating across state lines. Otherwise, it would have to be like the guys in Kentucky. You got to prosecute them in Kentucky.
Well, see, okay. Allow me to explain what I meant by that then. So what you're saying is so what I'm saying is the legal precedent, once it's set in one state, all states have rights to prosecute.
No, not at all. Because state law doesn't carry over to another state. However,
it's not state. It's under the federal law.
No. T-Bird. States have their own laws against this stuff, right? And the only way for it to become a federal crime is if the person doing it is operating across state lines, or potentially what you could get them for is they're running a business in the state of Kentucky in which they're selling their art and it's going out to people that living like California. And then the feds can come in. That's the only way.
What I'll do is I'll do a bit more research into this and I'll send you what I can find on it. Because from what I understand is when it comes to federal law, once a precedent has been set, because they cite it many times, like California, the poster child for setting precedents.
I can clarify this really easily.
Okay.
If it's a federal law, it only sets precedent in federal court. Other state courts can cite what's happened in federal courts, like they can, but technically it's up to a judge to decide if he even gives a shit about that. The same way if a crime happens in New York and they try to cite what happened in New York in a criminal prosecution in the state of California, right? However, just because it becomes federal law of the land does not necessarily mean that you're in California, they have to go with what the Fed said. They can. It would become up to a judge and a jury if that actually matters.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's never going to be a concrete thing. But
not unless it's passed into legislature.
Not unless it's passed into legislation, yes. However, as it stands right now, technically, a prosecutor could cite those laws and try to do something about it. But you're going to run into the.
It's kind of like the Ethan Klein lawsuit.
All this shit. Yeah. Well, yeah, that too.
It's this area where nothing's been defined enough for it to matter until it hits a courtroom.
Exactly. Well, I mean, thanks for coming on and talking to me about that because I'm not versed in that. I'm not versed that deeply in these laws because honestly, I just don't want to look into it.
I'm familiar with the degeneracy of the internet, so if you have any issues with that, come say hi to me. I can point you in the right direction.
You got it, buddy. You got it. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, see you later, Crow.
Later, man. Okay, guys, that's it for the stream for now, only because there's other things about Chris Tyson, including a guy did a 40-minute video with multiple like messages. I just want to go through it myself, but it does seem to show that Chris Tyson has talked inappropriately to a 13-year-old girl or boy, not sure. I'm not sure of the gender of the person, much like Chris is unsure of their own gender. So we'll wait and see. That's it for the stream, guys. Fuck, man. I didn't think that I'd run into this story. I really didn't, but it it's a problem. It's a big problem for Mr. Beast's entire YouTube channel. And it's focused in that one video. I think you have multiple people from commentary jump into it, but Jimmy would have to explain, you know, if he's going to go like, oh, this stuff really, you know, it's Chris's thing and I'll talk to him, yada, yada. The problem is some of the lolicon was already featured in a Mr. Beast video on accident. So, yeah. Plus, the only reason why Chris Tyson's going to the Critics' Choice Awards is because of Mr. Beast. So you're giving him access to children is the only way that's going to be looked at. Anyways, guys, you tell me what you think in the comment section. I'm going to read them through the weekend. I'll see about firing up a live stream tomorrow or Sunday, but 100% we're going to be back here Monday. Check the community tab on the channel, because if there is a live stream that I plan to do, I will announce it early for you guys. I promise. Anyways, guys, we'll see you here again, and let's close out with a good one.
Give him a little kiss on the cheek.
I think I'll have to put some after. Okay. Hold on, wait. I'm not okay with it.
Ew, you licked it. Who licked somebody's face?
That's me.
She just licked his face.
That's okay.
You're getting
It's
cut.
him. I mean, let's be real.
There's a man named Destiny, streaming games so endlessly. Trump derangement all the way, every hour, every day. Wife's out with other men, he's in chat again and again. Online life is such a mess, but he says it's for the best. He's a cook and he loves it. In the game though he don't fit. Massive loser in the screen, but his life ain't what it seems. Typing fury in the chat, comment wars like a diplomat. Keyboard warrior all night long, but his wife's got her own song. Oh Destiny, can't you see? Online life's your enemy, but you love it, can't deny. Living life streaming a lie. He's a cook and he loves it.